Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I want to start by giving all praise, all honor, all glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Akakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth, according to the Bible, through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, and a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopeful elect Akim out there, pushing his word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai has created us to do, so he can wake up and seal the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, and also you Israelites who are scattered amongst the heathen nations that may look like the heathen nations, but your father's seed line and your lineage goes back to you being a so-called black, Hispanic, Native American, and Seminole Indian, one of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. Hey, Shalom. It's your brother Halak here from the GMS Denver camp, coming back once again through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai with another video. And this is going to be a continuation on the series I've been doing called The World Is Ours. You see, where we just go into the rundown of the expected end that the Most High has in store for us as he returns the planet back into our possession, beginning with the planet coming into the possession of our Lord Yahweh Shai first and foremost. So in this part, we're going to pick up after the crowning ceremony and our descent back into the earthly realm to take over the world, man. Because that's what's set to happen according to prophecy. You see, after the marriage supper, after the crowning ceremony of 2nd Ezra chapter 2, you see, we're going to go into the next phase of prophecy of what? Revelation 21, of us coming down out of heaven, as we read right here in Revelation 21 and 1. And it reads, "And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea." And this goes into what? Esau being the end of the world, and Jacob being the beginning of it that followeth. Let's get that real quick. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 6, and we'll start at verse 7. It says, "Then answered I and said, What shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth?" So like all of our righteous forefathers have done, we've inquired about when the end of the heathen age is coming. You see? And the Most High gave us the rundown in 2 chapters of the book of Daniel about the statue that Nebuchadnezzar had to dream about. It ended with the 10 toes part iron pot miry clay, which Esau would be the head over that in the revival of the Roman Empire, which we're living in now. You see? And also in the book of Daniel chapter 7, when you go into the 4th beast, we're living in the revival of the 4th beast, you see, which will be headed by Esau Edom. You see that? All that will have to come to pass before we can move on to the next phase, which is what? Yahweh Shai's kingdom being established. This is what Ezra is inquiring. When is this end going to come? And the angel Uriel goes on to break it down to him in verse 8. He says, "And he said unto me, From Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau." So them being born was even done in a strategic fashion by Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. It was representing, you see, the transition of ages even at the birth of Esau and Jacob. Esau was born for a reason, because he would come into the fullness of his blessing first. Not the everlasting, eternal firstborn blessing, but a secondary consolation prize. That's what the Edomites have. That's what the wicked elite are living in the fullness of right now. The consolation prize that Esau received from my forefather Isaac, according to the Most High's will. And after that, we, the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, we come into the blessing of the firstborn, the everlasting blessing, the never-ending blessing. You see, the first prize blessing being the firstborn in the heavens. You see, beginning with our Lord Yahweh Shai, that's what's coming next. That's what those twins being born symbolizes. You see that? So it says what? Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau, for Esau is the end of the world or age. When you go into that word for word right there in the Greek, it goes into aeon. So the end of the heathen age, the end of the vision that Nebuchadnezzar had, the end of the vision that Daniel saw in Daniel 7, it ends with Esau ruling. You see? And in both visions, he sees what? Yahushua coming back to take down the kingdoms of the earth, beginning with the Edomites. It ends with Esau, and this is the time we're living in now. You see, the as end of Esau's blessing, man. So 2 Ezra 6:9, it says, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. You see that? And that goes into what? The new heaven and the new earth being established on the planet. The never-ending righteous age of Israel, which is led by our Lord Yahushua as he fully reestablishes the throne of David on the earth, as prophesied. You see, as the Most High wants, according to his will. That's what's being done. Every day that passes, we're moving closer and closer to this being fulfilled. So it says what? Revelation 21:1, and I saw a new heaven and a new earth. For the first heaven and the first earth, the first earth age under the heathen, which ends with Esau, it says what? Were passed away, and there was no more sea. So their power comes to an end, them having any say-so, them having any authority. It all ends with Esau, man. This is what we're witnessing right now in the earth. You see? Revelation 21:2, it goes on to say what? And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from the Most High out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. So what he's witnessing the elect. You see, that was prophesied to be beamed up and saved and brought into the fullness of the second covenant. He's witnessing Yahushua and the 144,000 and the great multitude come down out of heaven. You see? To do what? To take the earth as is prophesied that we would do. And Revelation 7 goes into it. The saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever. This is what he's witnessing. Our descent out of the heavens in that chariot to come and take the fullness of the earth that the Most High created for us. You see that? Now, one of the first things that we're going to do as we come down out of heaven to initiate, like brothers like to say, the Jakeover, you see, what's going to happen? It goes on to say in Amos 9:2, though they dig into hell, thence shall my hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, thence will I bring them down. Salakia. Verse 3, and though they hide themselves in the top of Carmel, I will search and take them out thence. And though they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea, thence will I command the serpent, and he shall bite them. And this goes into the wicked elite, the nobles of the heathen, running into those bunkers, you see, underground bunkers, mountainside bunkers, you see, running up to the International Space Station, getting in those fucking multi-million-dollar luxury submarines that we've done many videos on. We're going to go and search them out. Wherever they're hiding, we are going to go and gather them up. They're not getting away. The wicked elite of Esau, Edom, and the nobles of the heathen nations, they're going to be preserved to be the first fruits of slavery in the kingdom of heaven. A lot of them are going to make it through this great judgment of the Most High that's coming, just so we can put shackles and chains upon them as prophesied. You see that? No matter where you elite run, you will not get away. You see this? We are coming to find you. That's what's going to happen as we descend out of heaven. That's going to be our first task, to gather up the wicked elite of the heathen nations, beginning with the wicked elite of the so-called white race, of the Edomites, beginning with the international banking families. That's what's coming. You see that? Now, let's go here. Isaiah 24:21, it says, And it shall come to pass in that day that Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai shall punish the host of the high ones that are on high, and the kings of the earth upon the earth. So you wicked elite of all you heathen nations, beginning with you Edomites, you have a great judgment coming from Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. And it's going to be brought upon you by the hands of his people, beginning with our Lord Yahweh Shai. You see this? You're not getting away. All the crimes that you committed in the earth, all the senseless wars, all the life that you've taken, you see, by causing these senseless wars, by all the wickedness that you've sown, and all the hell that you put on the Israelites, it's all going to come back upon you. You're not getting away. Like the Most High tells you, the Most High will not at all do what? Acquit the wicked. You devils are going to pay. Isaiah 24 and 22 goes on to say what? And they shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in the pit, and shall be shut in the prison, and after many days they shall be visited. That's what's coming for you wicked elite. You're going to be put in a pit, a prison, where you deserve to be. You see, to be punished for your crimes against the Israelites first and foremost, and also your crimes against the planet Earth and all the life in it. Once again, these devils, they gonna pay. They're really sitting behind the scenes thinking that they're just gonna continue forever, that they're just gonna go and roll right into their new world order, and they're sadly mistaken. Not finna happen. You see? Because all this shit is about to collapse and crumble right around you. And once we come back down out of heaven, we're coming straight for you. You see this? To bring upon you the punishment that the Most High has pronounced against you. You're not getting away. And this is what? This is prophecy, man. What does it say right here in Psalms 149 and 5? It says, let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron. Who is that talking about? The ruling elite. Beginning with the international banking families of the house of Esau from the tribe of Amalek. They're going to be gathered up to be shackled and chained. You see, having yokes of iron and fetters put upon them, man. This is the repayment for all they've done unto us. And what does the Most High tell us in verse 9? It says what? To execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints. Praise ye Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. This is a part of us coming into our blessing. To recompense the heathen for all that they've done unto us, man. This is the true reparations right here that we're going to be given. That's going to be given unto us by Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai as promised. We're going to have you heathen, beginning with the wicked elite, the nobles. We're going to put you in slavery, man, as we come back down to take over this planet Earth. That's what must be done. All things must be fulfilled, you see. You devils ain't getting away. It's written. The Most High has spoken it. Let's go here. And the first job you're going to be given as you're shackled and chained and put into complete subjection under us in the kingdom of heaven is what? Cleaning up the bodies, man. You see? Over there in the area of Western Asia, where World War III is going to be fought. A war that's being caused by you wicked international banking elite and the rest of the nobles of you heathen. You see? Ezekiel 39 and 14 it says, and they shall serve out men of continual employment, passing through the land to bury the passengers, those that remain upon the face of the earth. So all the dead bodies that are above the ground, you see, all the people that Yahweh Shai is going to put to death as he returns back from as he makes his second coming. You see, during the time of World War III, to dismantle all the heathen nations' militaries, as is foretold to happen in 2nd Esdras 13, the bodies that remain above the ground, you see that? You wicked elite, you nobles are gonna go and forcibly have to bury those bodies. It says what? Ezekiel 39:14, it goes on. To cleanse it after the end of 7 months shall they search. And the passages that pass through, and that just goes into a complete number of time. However long it takes for you to bury all those bodies, that's how long you're going to be searching. You see, to put those bodies in the ground. Ezekiel 39:15, it says, and the passengers that pass through the land, when any seeth a man's bone, they shall set up a sign by it, till the buriers have buried in the valley of Haman Gog, and also the name of that city shall be Haman, Ha-Monah. Thus shall they cleanse the land by doing what? Burying the bodies. That's going to be the first job of you wicked elite in the kingdom of heaven as slaves. You see that? Hard, back-breaking labor, digging graves. You see? Putting those bodies under the ground so it can what? Basically feed our land, man. Feed and nourish the promised land. That's what's coming. That's what's going to happen. That's what's coming for you. That's what you nobles are going to be doing as we come down to take over the planet. That's what's foretold. And the rest of you heathen that are left, you're not going to be spared either, because all of you are going into slavery, as we constantly tell you according to prophecy, man. Let's go here to Jeremiah 30:16. It says what? Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all of thine adversaries, every one of them shall go into captivity. And we can find a list of our adversaries written in Psalms 83. And that goes into every heathen nation, man. You all are going into captivity because you all profited off of us being in captivity. You see that? It says what? And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. This is what's coming as we're restored, at what it says right here, verse 17. For I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wounds, saith Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah, because they call thee an outcast, saying, this is Zion, whom no man seeketh after. You see, as we're brought back into the fullness of our glory, we're going to have the power to subdue you heathen. And that's what the throne of David is about, man. Us establishing righteousness in the fullness of it and putting you heathen into subjection by way of a rod of iron. This is what New Jerusalem is going to do as we come down out of heaven, man. Taking over the planet Earth to fulfill the rest of these prophecies. You see? To complete the Most High's counsel. To do the Most High's will, you see? Let's get Isaiah 14. And 1 it says, for Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel. Showing you that the Israelites have never been forsaken by the Most High, man. The Most High is going to keep his promise and his oath that he's made unto us, you see? It says what? And set them in their own land, and the stranger shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And that goes into what? The Israelites being returned back to who we truly are. That's the process that we're going through now. We're cleaving unto the house of Jacob because we are Jacob. We are the seed of Israel. You see that? Verse 2 tells us what? And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of Yahweh for servants and handmaids. When is this going to happen? After we come down out of heaven. We're going to gather you nations up, and we're going to march you right into the promised land, the entirety of it, and you're going to build it. You're going to build it up. You see this? Just like we built up all of your cities, all of your towns, all of your countries. You see this? It says what? And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. You see this? Because as it tells us right here in Revelation 13 and 10, it says, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. And all of you heathen have had a part in us being in captivity, especially you Edomites, beginning with the house of Amalek, man. Or let's say the tribe of Amalek. You see? Of the house of Edom. So guess what? You're going into captivity. That's what's going to happen as Revelation 21 is initiated. Coming down out of heaven, and we're going to shackle and chain you heathen nations and cart you into captivity. Revelation 13 and 10, it goes on to say, he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. This is what we're patiently waiting on, man. You see? And we have faith and hope that Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua is going to fulfill all that he said he would do. And he will. You see? He will. Let's go here. Let's get... You know what? We can stay right here in Revelation. And this all goes back to what was promised, man. Revelation 2 and 25, it reads, but that which ye have already hold fast till I come, and he that overcometh and keep my works until the end, to him will I give power over the nations. That goes into us what? Enduring unto the end to be saved. Enduring in faith. Enduring in hope. You see? Not dropping the plow, not turning back. And if we continue on in that, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua, he's going to give us power over the nations. What is that? Rulership. Why? Because that's what the throne of David consists of. Us being in complete and utter rulership, sovereignty, and you heathen nations being under our foot. Having no say-so whatsoever. Revelation 2 and 27, it says, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron. As the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father. And that goes into us being what? Co-heirs with Yahushua in the kingdom of heaven. And it's not going to be some light and soft thing that's coming upon you, heathen, man. You're going to pay. When you go into this word farad, it goes into what?
Strong's G, 4464, Hrabdas.
Right?
Hrabdas.
It says, when applied to kings, and what is the Most High transforming us into? A nation of kings and priests, as he promised he would do. So when you go into this word for rod, in the context of it, it goes what? When applied to kings, which we are, it says, with a rod of iron, indicates the severest, most rigorous rule, which is going to be executed upon who? You heathen nations. You see, this is what's going to be done once we come out of heaven, according to Revelation 21. We're going to go through and we're going to fulfill the prophecies of enslaving you heathen as the Most High has promised we would do. That's a part of us receiving our inheritance, man, and you heathen are a part of that inheritance. You see this? Now, let's go into a vision of the kingdom of heaven, right? Now, this goes into us going back into our land. Matter of fact, before we get that, let's go deeper into Revelation 21 real quick. So Revelation 21, it talks about the New Jerusalem being what? Established in the earth. Now, what do I want? Now we can get this, right? Revelation 21 and 10, it says, and he carried me away in the spirit to a great and high mountain, and showed me that great city, the holy Jerusalem, descending out of heaven from the Most High, having the glory of the Most High. and her light was as a stone most precious, even like a jasper stone, clear as crystal, because we're in our pure state, purified, completely righteous, second covenant, fully. You see this? New bodies. Everything that's promised to be given unto us, you see? Now it says what? Revelation 21:12, it says, and had a great wall. I was like, it had a wall great and high, and had 12 gates. And at the gates 12 angels, and the names written thereon, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel, showing you that the heathen have no place in the kingdom of heaven when it comes to being equal with the Israelites, man. The names on the gates are the names of the children of Israel, showing you who the kingdom of heaven is for. Verse 13 says, on the east 3 gates, and on the north 3 gates, on the south 3 gates, and on the west 3 gates. And the wall of the city had 12 foundations, and in them the names of the 12 apostles of the Lamb. Do you see how this city is structured? It goes on to say in verse 15, and he that talked with me had a golden reed to measure the city, and the gates thereof, and the wall thereof. And the city lieth four square, and the length is as large as the breadth. And he measured the city with the reed, 12,000 furlongs. The length and the breadth and the height of it are equal. Verse 17 says, and he measured the wall thereof, and 144 cubits, according to the measure of a man, that is of the angel. You see that? And that goes into what? The 144,000. You see? The lively stones of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai's temple. You see? Verse 18 says, and the building of the wall of it was as jasper, and the city was pure gold, like unto clear glass. And the foundations of the wall of the city were garnished with all manner of precious stones. The first foundation was jasper, the second sapphire, the third a chalcedony, the fourth an emerald, the fifth sardonyx, the sixth sardis, the seventh chrysolite, the eighth beryl, the ninth a topaz, the 10th a chrysoprase, the 11th a jacinth, the 12th an amethyst. And the 12 gates were 12 pearls. Every separate gate was of 1 pearl, and the street of the city was pure gold, as it was transparent glass. And I saw no temple therein, for the Lord power almighty and the Lamb of the temple of it. You see, because we're the temple of it. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is going to dwell in us as we return back to our land, man. And you see how it explains how it's laid out. Guess who's going to be building up this city for it to be built to these specifications? It ain't going to be us. You heathen are going to build up our city, and it's going to be done to the specifications that we're reading about right here in Revelation 21. The kingdom of heaven will be built on the back of you heathen nations, beginning with you Edomites, man. That is what's coming. Is that not what you did to us as we built up all your empires? So that's what you're going to do for us in the kingdom of heaven. And when you go here to Isaiah 60, it tells us this. Because now this is a vision of us in the kingdom. And it just gives you the rundown of the condition that we're going to be living in, the substance that we're going to have. You see, the glory that Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua is bringing us into. And once again, this is going to be done off the backs of who? You true, natural born Gentiles, you heathen, all of you nations outside of the nation of Israel, man. This is what every day is leading to. This is why I entitled the series "The World Is Ours," man. Because once we come down to court, out of heaven, according to Revelation 21, it's on. And you heathen have no say-so in the matter, man. So Isaiah 60 And we'll start at 5. It says, then thou shalt see and flow together, and thine heart shall fear and be enlarged because the abundance of the sea, which are the people, as it tells us in Revelation 17, shall be converted unto thee. The forces of the Gentiles shall come unto thee. When you go into the word forces, it goes into the wealth of the Gentiles. Why? Because they're going to be made tributaries unto us, just like it was upon the King David as he was establishing his throne. You see? This is what it is. That's what the throne of David consists of. That's what we're coming down out of heaven with our Lord Yahushua to do. To establish the throne of David and the fullness of it. And you heathen are going to be made tributaries unto us, to bring unto us your forces, your wealth, your riches. You see, the best of your substance. As you wait upon us, hand and foot, as is foretold to happen, according to the Most High's will. Isaiah 60:6, it says, the multitude of camels shall cover thee, the dromedaries of Midian and Ephah, all they from Sheba shall come. They shall bring gold and incense, and they shall show forth the praises of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. They're coming as what? Tributaries. To bring the best of what they have. Precious metals, gold and silver, incense. You see? The heathen are going to be continually bringing us the first fruits of all that they have, man. This is rulership we're reading about. This is us being in control of how everything moves in the earth. And a lot of it is going to flow directly to us, man. This is what Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai is in the process of bringing to pass in the earth. And why they're going to be showing forth the praises of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai is because once we're in power, we're going to be establishing the law, statutes, and commandments in the fullness of it. And the only God that will be worshipped, the only God that you will ever utter out of your fucking mouth will be, you see, the name of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai and nothing else. If we catch you worshiping anything outside of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, you will be put to death according to the law. Because the laws will be enforced in the fullness of it. This is what Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai intends to do in the earth, and is being done, and we're in the process of it being done as we speak. Isaiah 60:7 goes on to say, and the flocks of Kedar shall be gathered together unto thee, the rams of Nebaioth shall minister unto thee. They shall come with acceptance on mine altar, and I will glorify the house of my glory. Because what? That's what was promised. That the Most High was going to take us from this low condition and put us on high above all other nations. As we're brought into the fullness of the blessings. You see that? Deuteronomy 28:1-14. This is what we're being brought into, man. So this whole shit that you Israelites are still trying to cleave unto, this black shit and this Hispanic shit, all that's being left behind, man. We're moving on to something higher, something greater. You see, the end vision that the Most High has for his children here on the earth, man. As he brings us back into the fullness of being the sons of God again. Well, all nations will be subject unto us. As it was always meant to be. We're the true kings of the earth, man, and the Most High is bringing us back into that condition. Isaiah 60:7, it says, and the flocks of Kedar shall be gathered together unto thee, O Salakia. Verse 8, it says, who are these that fly as a cloud and as doves to their windows? And that goes into what? The chariots. You see that? Live and direct and full view. For the entire world to see. This is the glory that we're being returned back to. You see? And what was it says that they're going to be They're going to be over every household of Israel, man. Just a chariot hovering over every brother's property. You see this? Just like you see all these cars on the highways all throughout this country, all throughout the world. That's how chariots are going to be in the kingdom of heaven. And there ain't going to be no hiding. You see? They're going to be live and direct all through the air. That's the glory that Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai is bringing us back into, man. And it just shows how far out our technology is going to be, far beyond anything this world has ever seen, man. Far beyond anything that we've experienced here in Babylon the Great. You see? Niggas going crazy over the new iPhone. I mean, the technology that we're going to have in the kingdom of heaven is going to make the iPhone look like a goddamn stone tablet. You see? Because our kingdom is going to propel humanity forward, man. Because these damn devils have taken humanity backwards. Everything that we do in the kingdom of heaven is going to be what? For the purpose of life flourishing. Everything done in order. The way the lights are going to work, the way the power grid is going to be set up. It's all going to work in harmony, you see, with the earth to benefit the Israelites first and foremost, and then everything else in it. That's the type of technology we're going to have as we return back to glory, man. And the chariots are a part of that. Isaiah 60:9, it says, surely the isle shall wait for me, and the ships of Tarshish first to bring thy sons from far, and their silver and their gold with them, unto the name of Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai thy power, and to the Holy One of Israel, because he hath glorified thee. You see that? We're going to be put back at the forefront as the supreme people, as the Most High brings us back into glory as he's promised to do. This is the expected end that we're reading about, man. Not standing here in Babylon trying to get the biggest bag that you can acquire in a wicked ass corrupt, system. We're coming to something higher, man. You see this? Now, as we go here to verse 10, it tells us, Isaiah 60:10, that what? And the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls. You see that? And their king shall minister unto thee. So like we just read in Revelation 21 of the specifications of the kingdom, how the golden gates and the golden walls inlaid with all manner of stone, and the 12 foundations laid with the different diverse stones. All that's going to be built up by the heathen nations, man. Because that's their purpose, to be our slaves forever. They're going to build up the entirety of the promised land. Whatever bros want the heathen to do, whatever projects that we can come up with as we have the fullness of our minds back, the heathen going to be there to execute the blueprint. That's what they're made for. You see this? Isaiah 60:10, one more time, it says, and the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their king shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee. In the Most High's wrath he put us under the fullness of the curses. Why? Because of our disobedience. But now, in his mercy, he's healing us. You see, he's taking us out of this low condition. He's refining us and building us up through Yahweh Shai to ultimately, Lord willing, we be a part of that number, to be taken up into that chariot to be perfected. That's the mercy that the Most High is showing unto us, man. And it comes with complete and utter rulership and dominance over the heathen nations. For them to wait upon us hand and foot, because what? Oh, I forgot to get it. I forgot to get it. Isaiah 14 at the water. Isaiah 14:3, it says, and it shall come to pass in that day that Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear and from the hard bondage where thou was made to serve. That's the mercy. Us finally being taken out of captivity once and for all, man. That's what the Most High is doing all this for. To fulfill the promise made. To fulfill the oath that he made. We're not finna be in captivity forever. Esau's not finna continue to rule over us forever, man. But leave it up to a lot of these unbelieving Israelites. They would be cool with that, but not us. We want this, man. This is what we're longing for. This is what we're praying for each and every day. And it's going to be done because the Most High does not lie. The Most High don't lie, man. This is the mercy that has been promised, and the Most High is going to make sure that we have it. And he's going to send Yahweh Shai back to fulfill it. Isaiah 60. Isaiah 60 and 11, it says, therefore thy gate shall be open continually. Continual gates being open mean what? Peace, rest, as the Most High has promised to his true chosen people. Some that we don't see happening with those 1948ers who are over there trying to lay claim to the land. They've been at constant war since 1948. That ain't what the Most High promised the true Israelites. What does the Most High say? Isaiah 60 and 11. Therefore thy gate shall be open continually. They shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring unto thee the forces or the wealth of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought to do what? Serve us, wait upon us, hand and foot. You see that? To be tributaries. As the throne of David is fully reestablished back in this earth, as the Most High said it would be. Isaiah 60 and 12, it says, for the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Yeah, those nations shall be utterly wasted. And that's the punishment for any of you nations that refuse. You're going to be done away with. But once we make an example out of Esau, you heathen nations are going to understand that we're not fucking around. You see, because Esau is going to be eradicated before the world's eyes. To be the chief example of what not to be. And the heathen nations are going to see how harsh that it is, how an entire lineage of people is going to be wiped out of the earth, and they're going to fall their ass right in line and be okay with what the Most High said is going to be. You see? I ain't even meant to go into this whole chapter. but this is what it is, man. This is what is going to be accomplished after we come out of the heaven in Revelation 21, man. Just that simple. This is what it's going to be. So Isaiah 60 and 13, it says, the glory of Lebanon shall come unto thee, the fir tree, the pine tree, the box together, to beautify the place of my sanctuary, which is the land of Israel, the promised land, and I will make the place of my feet glorious. So our land is going to be beautified beyond what it was when the Most High first created it, and the earth is going to go back to a state of being paradise, man, because that's the Most High's footstool. The earth, man. The earth is going to go back to a state of being paradise. It's going to go back to what the Most High intended it to be from the beginning. And rest is going to be in it. Peace is going to be in it. Tranquility is going to be in it. Hey, first and foremost, righteousness is going to be fully established back in the earth. And everything is going to operate under the order of Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai, man. This is what's coming. This is what we're fighting to get back to, man. It says what in Isaiah 60 and 14? The sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee, and all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet. You see that? They're gonna come worshiping us, man. As now we're the butt of everybody's jokes. You see, we're the laughing stock of the earth. The Most High is about to flip that shit right around. And all these people who've been saying, y'all the Israelites, y'all the chosen people. You know what I'm saying? Always making mockery of us on the comment boards of different social media platforms. We was kings and all that other shit they love to shout. Usual suspect this and usual suspect that. You know what I'm saying? All that shit, hey, the Most High is going to take away all that from us. Oh, man. Don't it tell us that he's going to take away the reproach? Salaki. Reproach of his people, right? I know it's here. Did I spell something wrong? Did I spell reproach wrong? I know it's here somewhere. Salaki. I'm going to find it. It's Ezekiel. That's Ezekiel 37. I'm out 36, and that's another prophecy of us being returned back to our land. Let me see. Salakia. I'm gonna find it. Let me pause it. All right, so I found it was the rebuke of his people. Salakia. It's Isaiah 25:8. It says, "He will swallow up death in victory," and that's being done on behalf of the elect first and foremost. It says, "And the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah will wipe away all tears from off all faces, and the rebuke of his people shall he take away from off all the earth. For Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah has spoken." And so all this mockery that's been made of us, especially now that we've come back into the understanding that we're Israelites, and especially us who are standing out at the forefront of proclaiming this truth on behalf of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah, we're made mockery of, we're scorned, you see, we're rebuked. And the Most High said he's taking that from off the face of the earth, man. And that goes into basically us being reproached, taunted, you see, resting upon condition of shame, disgrace. That's what Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah said he's taken away from us. And once we're taken from that condition, what is going to happen? All those who despised us, all those who made mockery of us are going to come bending at our feet. Because what? The Most High is going to do what? He's going to glorify us. He's going to bring us from this low condition and show the world that these are my chosen people. He's going to bring us into immortality. And the only thing they can say is, you see, well, all they can do is praise Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. Because it tells us what? "And they shall call thee the city of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel." They're going to acknowledge us in that day, man, once we come back into the fullness of our glory. You see, all this scoffing and mocking and making fun of us is all going to come to an end. They're not going to have anything to say once everything that we've been telling them comes to pass as the Most High said it would. You see that? So verse 15, it says, Isaiah 60:15, "Whereas thou hast been forsaken and hated, so that no man went through thee, I will make thee an eternal excellency, a joy of many generations. Thou shalt also suck the milk of the Gentiles, and shall suck the breast of kings." And that goes into us having them bring their wealth unto us. It says, "And thou shalt know that I, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah, am thy Savior and thy Redeemer, the mighty one of Jacob." Because only the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob has told us he's going to do this for us, man. You're not getting this understanding from pagan Christianity. You're not getting this understanding from the false doctrine and religion of Islam or any of these other false doctrines and religions out here. Only the God of our fathers has told us that he's going to do this for us, man. And this is what it's going to be. And this is why he's bringing America to its end. This is why he's removing Esau from the seat of power, so he can do all that he promised and swore he would do for us, man. You see, and when it's done, hey, we already know who's doing it. Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah is going to put the world on notice, though, man. Even all you unbelieving Israelites. Once you're reborn into the kingdom of heaven, you're going to know that Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah has done this for us, man. As we told you it would. As we told you he would. While you were mocking and scoffing and siding with the fucking heathen, you going to know. in that day. Now Isaiah 60 and 17, and there's so many other prophecies that we can go into, man. It's already at 50 minutes, and there's so many other things that we could go into about the kingdom of heaven and this the final vision that the Most High has in store for his people, man. It's so much. You see? Because that's what it's going to be when it's all said and done. And no heathen is going to be equal with us in it. The heathen have their position, and that's under our foot, man. You see, this is what we're coming down out of heaven to do, to accomplish, to get our kingdom started, to get our nation rebuilt in the earth, to populate our country. And we're going to do it in the highest form we can do it in. And that's going to be what? In the fullness of being the sons of God. Now, this goes into, goddamn knees. This goes into the wealth that we're going to have in the kingdom of heaven, man. While you niggas is down here chasing this fiat currency that's about to go digital, we're going to have wealth beyond number in the kingdom of heaven, man. Beyond anything that we've seen before. The Most High tells us here in Isaiah 60 and 17, it says, "For brass I will bring gold, and for iron I will bring silver, and for wood brass, and for stones iron. I will also make thy officers peace, and thine exactors righteousness." So you see how the Most High is telling us, just like brass is in great abundance on the earth right now, that's how we're going to have gold in the kingdom. Just like iron is in great abundance right now, that's how we're going to have silver in the kingdom. We're about to be brought into another level like this. We were telling y'all, man, everything that you're longing for on this side, the Most High has promised to give it to us in our kingdom, where we're going to have it untainted, unblemished, pure. And then we're gonna be able to have all this innumerable wealth and whatever else we desire, and it's gonna be done in complete and utter righteousness, where we won't have a wicked thought to do, or have a thought to do any wickedness with. Everything we're gonna do, we're gonna have fun doing it, and it's gonna be done in righteousness, doing it the right way. You see this? So we're going to have a lot of fun in the kingdom of heaven, man. But it's going to be done in righteousness. And we're longing for this, man. We're longing for this. It's Isaiah 60 and 18, it says, "Violence shall no more be heard in thy land, wasting nor destruction within thy borders." That's a cut against the 1948ers. All you hear in that land is violence right now. And you know why? Because they're not the Israelites. This was a prophecy spoken pertaining to us. When we go back into the fullness of our land, ain't gonna be no more war, ain't gonna be no more destruction, ain't gonna be no need for no damn Iron Dome defense system. We're gonna live in peace under the vastness of heaven. You see, worrying about no damn mortals raining down and none of that bullshit. Our gates are gonna be open continually. Our skies are gonna be clear. Chariots running back and forth through the heavens. You see, we're gonna be blessed beyond measure, man. This is the end vision that the Most High has for us. This is the expected end. You see, this is what Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai has given us. The hope, the hope of this being fulfilled through Yahweh Shai. Verse 19 says, The sun shall be no more thy light by day, neither for brightness shall the moon give light unto thee." So the wicked understanding of the serpent is going to be done away with in the earth. Just as backwards, abominable way of thinking and conducting yourself in the earth that Esau is like fully propagated all throughout the world, it's going to be over with. Ain't going to be no more, you see, uplifting the rainbow flag agenda or telling a woman that she's equal to a man or better than the man. No, everything is going to be put back in its order. Everything is going to operate the natural way that the Most High intended it to operate in. You see that? The serpent's way is going to be rooted out of the earth once and for all, man. It says, but Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai shall be unto thee an everlasting light, and thy power, thy glory, as he does what? Brings us into the fullness of the second covenant. Puts the law, statutes, and commandments in us as we're in our new bodies. Dwelling in us in the fullness of it, man. Each Israelite is going to be a temple that the Most High dwells in. You see? We're going to be fully connected back to our power, man. And the level that's going to bring us on, it can't be comprehended, man. It can't be comprehended. Isaiah 60:20, it says, thy sun shall no more go down, neither shall the moon withdraw itself. Meaning what? We're never going to lose this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding again. It'll never be a time in the earth after this final captivity where we're going to go into a state of obscurity like we've done before. No, this was the final time for that. Well, shit, actually, it was the only time for it. You see? When we fell away from from who we are. That was something that we had to endure during the time of the heathen. You see? That one, and us being returned back to it, it would never be taken from us ever again. Because he won't have to, because we're going to be perfect. We're not going to do anything to be on the Most High's bad side, man. It tells you, Isaiah 65, that we're going to be so connected with the Most High. Matter of fact, let's get it real quick. This is how connected we're going to be with Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai in the kingdom, man. Isaiah 5:16 and where is it? Yep. Oh man, this is another chapter. This is another chapter going into the new heavens and the new earth. The new heavens and the new earth, which pertain to who? The Israelites in rulership, man. This ain't got nothing to do with you fucking heathen. Now, I want to go. Oh man. You know what? We're gonna go into all this. Not tonight, but we'll do another part to this, and we're just gonna go into it, man. Fuck it. I mean, because this is all we got. This is all we hope for. We have nothing else. This is what our mind is fully set upon, man. So Isaiah 65:24. Now listen to this. It says, "And it shall come to pass that before they call, I will answer. And while they are yet speaking, I will hear." This is how connected we're going to be to the Most High in the kingdom of heaven. We pray, it's going to be done instantly. Yo, that's what it's going to be, man. We're going to pray and it's going to be given to us before we even finish speaking. That's the type of level, that's the type of connection we're going to have with our Father in the kingdom of heaven. This is what we're laboring for. This is what we're fighting for. To get our nation back to this condition. You see? That's what it's going to be for us in the kingdom, man. So, Isaiah 60:20, it says, the sun shall no more go down. Thy sun shall no more go down, neither shall thy moon withdraw itself. For Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai shall be thine everlasting light, and the days of thy mourning shall be ended. Do you see this? And then when you flip back to the New Testament, it's saying all the same things because the narrative of the Bible is consistent. It doesn't change. All these things were promised to the Israelites all throughout the Old Testament. And when you get to the New, you see, and the gospel is being preached. It's being preached to the Israelites who have been scattered abroad. Well, to the circumcision first and foremost. And then as the gospel is widespread to the Israelite foreigners, it's being made known unto them that they are partakers of this as well. because they are the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, who the Most High has made this oath to. Repent and come back to the Almighty God Yahweh through faith in His Son Yahweh Shai, so we can be entered into what waits for us, man, as the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So we can be taken from our mourning, so we can be taken from sorrow, from pain, from suffering, from death, as the Most High is foretold to do for our people, man. That ain't had nothing to do with you fucking heathen. In no shape, form, or fashion. The only thing that's been prophesied to come upon you is slavery up under the Most High's chosen people, as we find it written all throughout the Bible. Nothing other than that. So the mourning being ended is going to be ended for us who are under the curses, man. The curses that we were put under that because we broke the covenant that the Most High made with us and no one else. You see? As the Most High is in the process of fulfilling the oath that He made unto our forefather Abraham. Isaiah 60:21 it says, thy people, what people? Israel, beginning with the elect, also shall be all righteous. How? Because He's going to bring us into the second covenant that He promised to bring who into? Israel and Judah, the house of Israel. That's it. The seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. We're going to be all righteous because every Israelite is going to be brought into the second covenant and the fullness of it eventually. It begins with the elect, but over the process of time, the rebels of the house of Israel that die, they're going to be born into the second covenant. Every Israelite born through the elect man and the elect woman, you see, are going to be born into the second covenant under the blood of Yahweh Shai. And this is a process that will be going on for all of eternity. Every Israelite born into the kingdom of heaven will be born into the second covenant by way of Yahweh Shai's blood. 10 billion years from now, that covenant will still be, that blood, the blood of Yahweh Shai's sacrifice will still be in effect. So every Israelite born into this physical, new earthly realm could be born into the second covenant. And that also fulfills the promise to our forefather Abraham that, what does the Most High say to him? His seed is going to be as the stars of heaven for multitude. So we're going to be a what? World without end. You see that? It's so much, man. It's so much. But let's wrap it up. Isaiah 60:22 it says, a little one shall become 1,000, and a small one shall become a strong nation. Why? Because we are going to have multiple wives. When I say multiple, I mean over the process of eternity, it's going to be up in the probably hundreds of thousands of wives. You see this? A little one shall become 1,000, and a small one a strong nation, because every time we get with our women, our wives, you see, and have sex with them, they're gonna get pregnant. Every time. Every single wife that we go into, they're gonna be pregnant once we leave up out of there. They're gonna conceive seed to bring forth more Israelite children, and this is what it's gonna be in great abundance in the kingdom of heaven. We're gonna have very, very large, never-ending families, man. And now I'm longing to be able to be a father in the true sense of what it means according to the Most High's will, man. Not this shit that brothers are suffering through here. I be feeling sorry for bros sometimes, man. Hearing the shit they go through with their children. You know, but hey, what keeps us driving forward is knowing that, hey, one day, that's a part of the sorrow that the Most High is going to end for us, and we're going to be able to be fathers, you see, and husbands in the true sense of what Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai intended us to be in, man. You see? And you women gonna be in order. You got a problem with it now, but hey, as all hell breaks loose, you're gonna see what the fuck it is. You're gonna get your ass right in line, you see, and be okay with the order that the Most High has put you in as the lesser vessel, as a woman. Simple as that. You are the lesser, weaker vessel. That's what the Most High has made you to be. You're not above your man. You're not equal to your man. You are a woman. The man came first and then the woman. Simple as that. And that's the order that it's going back to. And you women going to love it. And every time you conceive a child, you're going to thank Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai for that child. And you're going to love to conceive the seed of the sons of God. Even our concubines are going to conceive our seed. And they're going to love it as well. But this is what it's going back to. The natural order of things, man. With the Israelite man reigning supreme as the Most High has intended it to be. But this is what is going to be done once we come down out of heaven, according to Revelation 21. And like I said, man, it's so many other, it's so many other prophecies that go into this. It's just everywhere, man. And this is the process that the Most High is fulfilling daily. Every day is a day closer to us coming into this. And before you know it, you see Yahweh Shai is going to be here, you see, doing what he was created to do and making sure all this is fulfilled, man. It's going to happen. You see, and you heathen can't stop it. Thus saith the Bible, thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So with that, I'm going to end it by giving all praise, all honor, all glory to Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Rakach Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. And a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopeful elect Akim out there pushing his word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai has created us to do. With that, I'm going to say Shalom, Wa, Abba, Abba.